Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're here for another week of out-of-person lessons where I'm just going to talk for 2 or 3 minutes about a different religion, topic, whatever, just something that I think you guys kind of want to hear. Make it quick, make it digestible. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Today we're talking about the Amish. And this is one I thought it'd be fun, very Christmassy. Not really. But this is actually a topic that I didn't study in world religion, so this is one that I'm a bit looser on. I had to do some actual research, and I'm going to run through this as quick as I can just to kind of get you the basics, get you understanding about other denominations, religions. This one I'd call more of a denomination than a religion because they're worshiping the same God. However, they do have some different twists on it. They do have some different interpretations on it, and that's why they're so different from us here at the Church of Christ. First, they are closely related to the Mennonite churches. They're pretty similar there. They were formed in a schism in the Anabaptist faith in the 1600s. So the Anabaptist faith kind of had a split up, and the Amish kind of came from that. The schism was led by a guy named Jacob, a man, hence Amish. So that's where they get their name. From this schism came the Amish Mennonites and the Old Order Amish. So there are two different groups. And typically, when we refer to the Amish, we're talking about the Old Order Amish. They're what we think of. They're the people that don't typically use technology. The Amish Mennonites, on the other hand, have no qualms with technology. Some quick fun facts about the Amish as I go through this. Some of them speak a dialect called Pennsylvania Dutch. It's kind of stemming from the German dialect, and most of them actually reside in the Midwest, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Ohio. Specifically, Ohio is where they're most prominent, and that's why probably you guys have heard a lot about the Amish, because we are very close to where a lot of them live, a lot of them reside, and they do live in very close-knit communities. That's, in fact, the reason why they don't use technology, why specifically they don't use cars. They think if people were to use cars, they'd drive away, their communities would be less tight-knit, people would live farther, and it'd just be a whole hullabaloo. So that's part of their logic for not wanting to drive places, and I kind of get that. I kind of get wanting to be close to your neighbors, especially in times like this. With COVID, they know where their neighbors are. They don't have to worry about one of them going out into the city, driving somewhere, getting it, and coming back. A couple more fun facts. They're mostly pacifists. They will never enlist in the Army, the Navy, so on and so forth. At least they won't go into combat. Their members must be married into the church. They must marry another Amish individual. And this is a little fun part. They don't evangelize. So they don't, unless you're super interested in wanting to live rural, wanting to live the country lifestyle, and you come to them, they talk, they convert you, whatever. They're not going to go out. They're not going to come say, hey, join our church. Hey, join our congregation. That's not what they're about. However, in the last couple decades, membership in Amish communities has increased by 149%. This is partially because they put a huge emphasis on building families, large families like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 members strong. Therefore, through these generations of Amish individuals being raised up in the church, their membership is continuing to increase into the hundreds of thousands. Another personal story that I have, I go to Chicago almost every year. Of course, I couldn't do it this year because of the virus. However, every single time I'm at the train station in Chicago, there will be a bunch of Amish people walking around. Which I, of course, as a little kid kind of growing up doing this, found incredibly odd. However, if you look into their creed, if you look into what they say, they have no qualms with people using trains and other vehicles to get to and from long distances, to get to and from the marketplace and stuff like that. So to see an Amish individual on a train, it's not very uncommon, or at least not as uncommon as you might think. So that's my quick rundown of the Amish, just a couple minutes long. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I do have a question for you. If you were called to give up technology for your faith, such as the Amish are, they don't use cell phones, you know that, would you? Be honest. Be really honest here. And leave me a comment down below. Would you give up technology for your faith if you were called to do so? All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for another week. I will see you as soon as I can. Bye, guys.